Hello, this is Steven, and it has been 2 weeks since my last video. And I know I really wanted to make like every week, but it's been 2 weeks. It's been stuff. And I gave myself permission to forgive myself. I forgive myself for missing last week. And I think that's something that is important, is for us to learn how to forgive ourselves for not meeting our own goals. And you forgive yourself and you move forward and you work on meeting the next goal. That's what I'm doing. I forgave myself and I'm moving on. Yeah, so anyway, it has been a hot minute since my last video, and speaking of hot, our air conditioner broke, so it's melting. It's just so like flames on the side of my face, just so hot, and that's made it so difficult to think, concentrate about anything. Madness. On a lighter note, I just realized that I should have said, make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. And speaking of water, last week I went to the Aqua concert that was in Los Angeles because, Aqua, water. Yeah, that would have been a better transition. But anyway, I forgive myself, moving on. And so I felt I would share some of the footage that I got from the concert. I would say that, Aqua is definitely a very niche band. Very, I'm not sure how I would describe it. I mean, the genre, of course, is going to be bubblegum pop, and they're a Danish, group from, their hit albums. They had two hit albums, 1997 and 2000. So already you're talking about nearly 20 to 25 years ago, and just it was so interesting seeing unusual group of people. I guess it's not necessarily I'm not saying unusual in a bad way, just interesting group. Like you would see, people dressed up and decorated, and it was definitely interesting. And it was fun to a degree, but I think I wasn't prepared for how much standing there was. It took 2 hours from the time that got into the venue before the band actually came on stage, and there was an hour of like the warm up people, and everything was just so loud that I literally had to put headphones on because I was afraid that I would just like blow up or like melt inside. Like I'm an audio editor, and so my hearing is very important to me. And this was so loud that I was like, if I don't put on headphones, I feel like I'm going to have like suffer permanent hearing loss. But anyway, besides that, I think there's something about the novelty of the band that I wasn't prepared for. Like, they're definitely a novelty act, and I feel like my expectations were higher than they should have been. Like, I've been to many Weird Al concerts, and one would say that he was a novelty act, but it just Weird Al is so talented, and he puts so much effort into all of his concerts to where it's like one of the best shows that you're ever going to see in your entire life. And so I don't know, I was expecting that if Aqua, if they were here to do 2 shows, I would expect them to be like super duper awesome shows, but I don't know. It just it felt lackluster to me. Like if you're spending, a significant amount of the song pointing your microphone towards the crowd. I mean, I'm sure I understand that everybody's all excited and everybody's already singing along, but when you're going to the concert, you're going to see the band sing. I if they just stop singing in the middle of the song, that why that's not interesting. That's not enjoyable. Like if I wanted to hear myself sing, I would stay home and just listen to the album. So I was a little bit disappointed at that. And so anyway, and I was probably already starting to get sick, and so I ended up leaving the concert early. Like I would not have expected that. Like I got there at, what was it, like 5:30, 5:45, and by 10:30 I'm like, I must leave. So yeah, it was definitely a different experience, but I got to talk to some cool people, and so that's fun. Like I don't know if you saw, there was the guy that was holding the peace signs. He was fantastic. Um, I was standing in line next to him before the concert, and then we ended up standing near each other during the concert too. So that was cool. But yeah, it's just different experience, and I look forward to the next Weird Al concert just to just to re uh, rekindle my appreciation for for concerts. Weird Al, They Might Be Giants, and Jonathan Colton. All of those have been fantastic concerts that I've been to, and going to see Aqua was pretty much a once in a lifetime experience. Experience, like, when's that opportunity going to come up again? Probably never, because they're not local. All right. Anyway, I thanks for listening and looking at the stuff. I will try to be a little bit more timely with my next video.